My child, I need you to stop everything you are doing for just a moment and breathe. Take a deep, steady breath and quiet the noise around you. Because what is unfolding in your life right now is not ordinary. You did not stumble upon this message by accident, and you are not reading these words by chance. You might think you clicked on this randomly, but the truth is far deeper than that. Your spirit was pulled here by a force you cannot see because heaven has been trying to get your attention for quite some time. There is a reason you are pausing right now. There is a reason your eyes are locked on these words. It is because something dangerous has been circling your life quietly, moving in the shadows where your natural eyes cannot see it, and God is stepping in right now to stop it before it gets too close. The warning you are about to hear cannot wait another day. It cannot be delayed because your future is too valuable to be left unprotected. There is someone near you, someone who has woven himself into the very fabric of your daily existence. He is not a stranger. He is part of your routine. He is part of your circle. But I need you to hear this clearly. He is not who he appears to be. Your soul has already sensed this truth, even if your mind hasn't fully accepted it yet. Think back to those moments when the air around you shifted for no apparent reason. Think back to the times when you were laughing or talking, and suddenly a wave of uneasiness washed over you. You looked around, and everything seemed fine on the surface. The smiles were there, the conversation was flowing, but your heart felt heavy. You walked away from certain interactions feeling completely drained, exhausted not physically but spiritually, without knowing why. Those were not random fluctuations of your mood. Those were not products of your imagination. Those were alerts from heaven. They were gentle, persistent taps on your spirit, trying to wake you up to a reality you were ignoring. But because you are kind, because you have a heart that always seeks to find the gold in people, you brushed those signals aside. You told yourself you were just being sensitive. You told yourself you were overreacting or imagining things that weren't there. You made excuses for the discomfort. You rationalized the tension. But deep down, beneath every layer of logic and every excuse you built, your spirit knew. Your spirit knew something was wrong. Today, heaven refuses to let you ignore it any longer. The stakes are too high. Something has been sitting too close to your destiny, breathing down the neck of your purpose. And God is intervening because you matter too much to him. He will not allow your future to be tampered with by someone who should never have been given access to your heart in the first place. We are speaking about a man who is currently in your life. His presence came disguised as support. His words sounded like comfort. He walked in when you were vulnerable, or perhaps when you were open, and you allowed him close because you believed his intentions were pure. You believed he was safe. But my child, you must learn this hard truth. Everything that looks pure is not always true, and everything that sounds kind is not always safe. This man has been hiding a side of himself that you were never meant to see, a side that lives in the shadows. Yet, even though he has hidden it well, that shadow has been influencing your life in ways you haven't realized until now. I want you to look at the fruit of this connection. When you shared your dreams with him, did you notice what happened? Did your excitement grow, or did it slowly dim? When you spoke about your plans for the future, did you feel empowered, or did a seed of uncertainty start to grow in your gut? When he complimented you, did your spirit soar, or did something in your chest tighten, a knot of tension forming even though his words were sweet? That tension was your internal alarm system. It was your spirit recognizing what your eyes were refusing to see. His heart does not match his mouth. You may feel your chest growing heavy as you take this in. You might feel a sudden increase in your heartbeat. That is not fear. That is your spirit waking up. That is the truth resonating with the deepest part of you. Your spirit recognizes the truth long before your mind catches up to the facts. Right now, God is peeling away the layers of deception that have been carefully placed around you. This man carries a shadow that is not visible to the natural eye, but in the spiritual realm it is painfully clear. He walks with a calm smile. He projects an image of stability and friendship, but inside him lives a chaotic unrest that has leaked into your atmosphere. Have you wondered why your progress has slowed down lately? Have you asked God why everything feels stuck, or why you feel tired for no logical reason? The answer has been standing right beside you in human form. He has been a quiet blockage, a disguised interruption to the path God has prepared for you. He acts like a bridge, but he is actually a barrier, and until he is removed, certain blessings, certain breakthroughs, and certain levels of peace simply cannot reach you. Take a deep breath because we are diving deeper now. The truth is never easy to face, especially when it hides behind the face of familiarity. You trusted him. You let your guard down. You welcomed him into your inner circle, the place where you should be safest. That is why this revelation feels heavy. It is painful to realize that someone you embraced with open arms was secretly holding a closed heart toward you. But God is not exposing him to hurt you. He is not ripping off the bandage to cause you pain. He is revealing him to free you. You are walking into a season where clarity is not just a luxury, it is essential for your survival and your success. This man cannot go with you where God is taking you. He is too heavy. His spirit is not aligned with your destination. Think back carefully. Rewind the tape of your memories. Think about the times when you felt small after talking to him, even if he didn't insult you directly. Think about the times you felt confused after he gave advice that sounded gentle but somehow pushed you backward or planted fear in your mind. Think about the way your spirit reacted when he suddenly showed up during your moments of joy, acting like he wanted to share in it. But the moment he entered the room, the light inside you dimmed. These are not coincidences. These are patterns. Patterns that heaven has been watching, tracing, and preparing to break. You did not imagine the heaviness. You did not imagine the inner voice telling you to be cautious. You did not imagine the silence in your soul whenever he reached too close. Those were warnings, divine stop signs that you drove past because you wanted to believe the best. But now, the time for silence is over. God is pulling back the curtain because you have asked for guidance. You have prayed for clarity. You have cried on nights no one saw, asking God why your heart felt unsettled for reasons you couldn't explain. My child, you are not crazy. You are not overthinking. You are discerning. You have a gift of spiritual sensitivity that you often ignore, but this message is God's way of validating that gift. Your intuition has never lied to you. Every uneasy feeling was a divine signal. Every moment of doubt was a whisper from heaven protecting you. You may feel the atmosphere around you tightening as the truth comes closer. That is because the revelation is drawing near. If you are ready to receive this clarity, if you are ready to see what God is showing you, I invite you to leave a comment saying, God, open my eyes. Let this be your act of agreement with the truth. We are moving deeper now because the truth is not content to stay on the surface anymore. It is pressing against the walls of your spirit, demanding to be acknowledged. You may feel the atmosphere around you tightening as the revelation draws near. That pressure you feel is not accidental. It is the spiritual weight of a truth that has been hidden for too long, finally fighting its way into the light. The name of this man, the one heaven is warning you about, will not be a stranger to you. It will not be someone distant or unknown. It will be someone familiar, someone whose face you know almost too well. That is exactly why God waited until this specific moment to reveal the truth to you. You were not ready before. Your heart was too soft, too open, and too willing to believe the best about him. You would have defended him against your own intuition. You would have made excuses for the red flags, but now you are stronger. Now your spirit is awake. Now you can handle the truth that is approaching you like a giant wave building in the distance. Do not turn away. Do not let your mind drift to other things. If you walk away before the full revelation settles in your heart, you will miss the very warning heaven brood. You here to receive. This message is not meant to instill fear, it is meant to instill preparation. God does not reveal secrets to frighten his children, he reveals them to protect his children. And right now, you are under heaven's direct protection. You have been walking with a weight on your shoulders that you did not understand. You woke up with it, you carried it through your day, and you went to sleep with it. But that weight did not belong to you. It was not your burden to carry. It was his shadow. That shadow has touched your confidence, eroding it slowly over time. It has touched your peace, disrupting it with sudden waves of anxiety. It has touched your focus, scattering your thoughts whenever you tried to build something new. Have you noticed how your mind feels foggy whenever you spend too much time around him? Have you noticed how your joy feels unstable, like a flickering candle in his presence? Have you noticed how your dreams feel distant and impossible the moment you confide in him? That shift was not random. It was spiritual interference. This man admired you in ways he did not show, but he also envied you in ways he did not admit. He wanted control in ways he did not express. He did not attack you loudly with insults or arguments. He worked quietly, subtly, through words that sounded friendly, through advice that sounded logical, and through support that looked real on the outside. But underneath it all was something else entirely, a desire to keep you close enough to influence, but not free enough to grow past his reach. He wanted to be the ceiling of your potential, not the floor. And now God is saying, enough. Feel the air around you right now. Do you sense that heaviness lifting slightly? That is the truth pressing against the silence. It is heaven preparing you for the unveiling. You are not alone in this realization. God is standing in with you, watching every emotion rise in your chest, holding your heart together as the revelation draws near. The name of the man we speak about is someone who has walked beside you in moments of vulnerability. He has listened to your fears with a sympathetic nod. He has held your secrets. He has watched your journey quietly. But while you thought he was watching with pride, he was watching with calculation. His intentions were never aligned with your destiny. He smiled, yes, but behind that smile lived a storm, one that attempted to dim your shine without you realizing it was happening. You stepped back internally even when you stepped forward externally. You looked at him one day and felt something shift without explanation, a coldness, a distance, a strange vibe you couldn't name. Your soul recognized what your mind refused to see, and now God is revealing it openly. This man has been a silent obstacle in your life. But heaven does not reveal without purpose. This revelation is not meant to break you, it is meant to liberate you. Once you know the truth, once the name becomes clear in your mind, your spirit will finally release the weight it has been carrying. The fog will lift instantly. The heaviness will leave your chest. Your mind will clear. Your prayers will flow again with power. Your joy will return. You are moments away from absolute clarity. The truth is circling your spirit like a whisper you can almost hear, and soon it will settle. Every delayed blessing, every halted breakthrough, every moment of feeling stuck, it all ties back to this presence that has been sitting too close to your destiny. But God is severing that tie now. You are stepping out of his shadow. You are stepping into divine clarity. You are stepping into spiritual safety. You may feel your heartbeat rising. That is your spirit recognizing the truth. It knows what you are, about to learn, even before the words are fully formed in your mind. And that recognition is not fear, it is the feeling of chains falling off. It is liberation. My child, whisper this softly to yourself: God, show me the truth. By speaking it, you open the final door. You are so close. The revelation is almost here. His name, the one who has been taking from you silently, the one who has been dimming your light, the one who has been pretending to support you while secretly blocking you, is rising into your awareness right now. You already feel it. Your spirit knows who it is. Let it surface. Let God show you. Let the truth come. And when it hits your heart, when you recognize exactly who it is, you will understand why heaven guided you to this message today. If this message is resonating with you, if your spirit is trembling with recognition, I ask you to leave a comment saying, God, shield my spirit. That declaration aligns you with heaven's protection. The revelation is here. The truth is yours. Your freedom has begun. We are not done yet. The truth is still unfolding. The layers are still being peeled back, and heaven is not finished speaking to you. You are still here, reading this, and that alone tells me something deep inside you has already recognized what is rising to the surface. The revelation is not a distant idea anymore. It is approaching you like a wave that cannot be stopped. Breathe slowly, stay focused, and let your spirit stay open, because we are stepping into the deeper part now, the part that explains why this man attached himself to you, how he gained access to your heart, and what heaven has been protecting you from without you knowing. This may shake you, but it is necessary. From the moment this man saw you, truly saw you, something inside him reacted, not because you did anything wrong to him, not because you threatened him, but Becca. Use your light expose the insecurities he had been hiding in the dark. You carry a presence that unsettles people who are not aligned with God's purpose. You have a destiny that is bigger than your surroundings. You have a calling that echoes louder in the spiritual realm than you realize. And that calling attracted the wrong eyes. He did not come near you because of love. He did not come near you because of loyalty. He came near you because your life carries something he wanted access to. Your spirit shines. Your mind creates. Your presence elevates the room. Your future intimidates the darkness. People like him gravitate toward people like you, not to uplift you, but to attach themselves to your energy, your potential, your strength, and your resilience. He saw your heart, your trust, and your vulnerability, and he recognized it as an open door for his influence. Not everyone who enters your life comes with blessings. Some come with assignments. Some come with shadows, some come with intentions that do not show on their face, but reveal themselves through the fruit of their presence. Think about the first moment you met him. Think about how quickly he blended into your space. Think about how naturally he positioned himself close to you. Nothing about that was accidental. My child, do not pull away now. Stay right here with me, because we are reaching the core of this revelation. The fact that you are still listening tells me that your spirit is already doing the work. The denial is fading, and the truth is beginning to settle in your heart, even if it hurts a little. That ache you feel, it is not the pain of loss, it is the pain of surgery. God is removing a spiritual infection that has been silently draining your life for far too long. We need to talk about the why. You have probably asked yourself in the quiet of the night, why him? Why did he choose me? Did I do something to invite this? You need to understand this clearly. He did not attach himself to you because you were weak. He attached himself to you because you are powerful. Darkness is not attracted to empty space, it is attracted to light. He did not come near you because he loved you, he came near you because he needed what you carry. From the moment this man saw you, truly saw you, something inside him reacted. It wasn't admiration, though he pretended it was. It was a deep, hidden insecurity. Your light exposed the shadows he had been trying to hide. Your genuine heart exposed his hidden motives. Your potential intimidated his stagnation. But instead of working on himself, he decided to attach himself to you. He realized that he couldn't generate his own light, so he decided to siphon yours. He saw your destiny. He saw the calling on your life that echoes in the spiritual realm. He recognized that you are going places he could never go on his own. So he positioned himself as your companion, your advisor, your safe place. But he wasn't anchoring you to keep you safe. He was anchoring you to hold you back. Think about the camouflage he used. He didn't come as an enemy with a sword. He came as a friend with a smile. He mirrored your emotions. When you were sad, he was sad. When you were excited, he feigned excitement. He learned your language so he could speak it back to you. He studied your vulnerabilities not to protect them, but to use them as entry points for his influence. This is why you felt so connected to him at first. You thought you had found a soulmate, a kindred spirit, but you had actually found a mirror that was reflecting your own goodness back at you to gain your trust. It was a strategy, not a connection. And once he was in, the interference began. This part is crucial for you to grasp. This man has been functioning as a spirit. Uriel interference in your atmosphere. Have you noticed that whenever you get close to a breakthrough, something weird happens with him? A sudden argument? A crisis he needs you to solve? A subtle comment that deflates your balloon? That is not bad timing, that is blockage. He has been subtly sabotaging your momentum. When you walked into a room with confidence, he would say just one thing to plant a seed of doubt. When you had a new idea, he would ask a question that made you second-guess it. He wanted you to shine, but never brighter than him. He wanted you to succeed, but never enough to not need him. He has been feeding off your energy. That exhaustion you feel after spending time with him, that is not normal fatigue. That is your spirit being depleted. You have been pouring water into a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You have been giving love, reassurance, and loyalty to a void that can never be filled. He has been using your strength to prop up his own fragility. And the saddest part is that he has convinced you that you need him. He has made you feel that his approval is the stamp of validity on your life. He has twisted the narrative so well that you feel guilty for even thinking about distancing yourself. You worry about hurting him, while he has been hurting your future without a second thought. But here is the beautiful truth about why God allowed this. You might be asking, Lord, if you love me, why did you let him in? God allowed this chapter not to punish you, but to train you. This man was a lesson, not a lifeline. He was a test of your discernment. God allowed you to feel the weight of a wrong connection so that you would learn to value the lightness of a right one. You had to learn that not everyone who knocks on your door deserves a seat at your table. You had to learn that access to your heart is a privilege, not a right. This season was a spiritual boot camp. And guess what? You passed. You are waking up. The lesson is learned, and now the teacher must be dismissed. The separation is happening right now in the spirit. You are outgrowing him. The version of you that tolerated his subtle manipulation is dying, and a new, stronger version of you is rising. That is why things feel so uncomfortable between you two lately. That is why the dynamic feels off. It's because you are vibrating at a level he cannot reach. He feels you slipping away, and he might be trying to grip tighter. He might be acting out, becoming moody, or trying to guilt-trip you. Do not fall for it. Those are the desperate attempts of a shadow trying to hold on to the light. Stand firm in your new awareness. If you are realizing right now that you have been carrying dead weight, if you are seeing the pattern of interference in your life, I need you to make a declaration of release. Type "I choose my peace" in the comments. Let that be your boundary line. Let that be the moment you reclaim your energy. The fog is lifting, my child. You're beginning to see the mechanism of the trap, and once you see the trap, you can no longer be caught in it. You are regaining your power. You are reclaiming your focus, and as you prepare to fully detach, you are going to see your life accelerate in ways you forgot were possible. My child, we have reached the final and most beautiful part of this revelation. The hard work of discernment is done. The heavy lifting of realizing the truth is behind you. Now we step into the promise. We step into the after picture, the life that is waiting for you once this weight is fully lifted off your shoulders. You see, God never removes something without having a plan to replace it with something far greater. He never creates a vacuum in your life without intending to fill it with His glory. The separation from this man, this influence that has been quietly draining you, is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your freedom. As you allow God to complete this process of removal, you are going to experience a shift that will startle you with its suddenness. It will feel like walking out of a stuffy, closed room into fresh, crisp mountain air. You will wake up one morning very soon, and the first thing you will notice is the silence. But it won't be a lonely silence, it will be a peaceful one. The mental noise will be gone, the constant second-guessing, the need to over-explain yourself, the subtle anxiety about whether you are doing enough. It will all vanish. In its place, a profound calm will settle in your chest, anchoring you deep in your spirit. This is the peace that surpasses understanding. It is the peace that comes when your circle is clean. You will find your energy returning in waves. That deep exhaustion you couldn't sleep away, it will dissolve because the spiritual drain is plugged. You will feel a surge of creativity that you haven't felt in years. Ideas will start flowing again. Dreams that you put on the shelf will suddenly look possible and exciting. Why? Because your atmosphere is no longer being contaminated. You are no longer fighting invisible resistance just to be yourself. Your joy, which had become so unstable, will stabilize. It will no longer be dependent on His approval or His mood. It will be yours again, rooted in God and unshakable. God wants you to know that this man was blocking blessings that were specifically tied to your next level of destiny. There were opportunities hovering over your life that couldn't land because the spiritual environment wasn't right. There were connections waiting to be made that couldn't happen while he was taking up so much space. By removing him, God is clearing the runway for your takeoff. Why? You are about to meet people who will celebrate you, not tolerate you. You are about to enter rooms where your name is spoken with honor, not hidden jealousy. You are about to walk into relationships that are reciprocal, where you are poured into just as much as you pour out. This is the restoration God promised. This is the better that was waiting behind the goodbye. Do not look back. Do not let nostalgia trick you into reopening a door God has shut. The enemy will try to make you remember the good times, the laughter and the comfort. But remember, those were just the bait. The hook was the stagnation. Keep your eyes forward. The version of you that is rising cannot coexist with the past you are leaving behind. You are being realigned. You are being repositioned. You are being prepared for a weight of glory that requires you to be spiritually light and free. This is your season of acceleration. Things that used to take you years will now take months. Battles that used to drain you will now be won with a whisper. As we close this message, I want you to feel the love of God wrapping around you. He loves you too much to let you stay stuck. He loves you too much to let you be drained. He fought for you when you didn't know you were in a battle. He protected you when you didn't know you were in danger. And now He is launching you into a future that is pure, safe, and wildly abundant. You are safe. You are covered. You are loved. The shadow has passed, and the true light is now shining. Walk in it, breathe in it, live in it. To seal this entire prophetic word over your life, I ask you to make one final declaration. It is a simple sentence, but it carries the power of a decree. Type, "I am ready for my new beginning" in the comments and subscribe to the channel. Let the spiritual realm know that you have accepted the truth, released the past, and opened your heart to the future. Peace be with you, my child. Your new chapter starts now.